In today's deep dive, we expose why relying on motivation is the primary reason people fail to reach their goals. We break down the biological unreliability of feeling like doing the work and provide the blueprint for building systems of discipline that function regardless of your mood. Learn how to transform from a reactive dreamer into a proactive executor by mastering the art of the machine-like grind. We often hear the phrase that time is money, but that is one of the greatest lies ever told to the modern worker. Time is not money, time is luxury. Money can be printed, earned, and lost, but time is a depleting asset that never returns. However, even time is not the ultimate currency of a high performer. The ultimate currency is energy. You can have all the time in the world, but if you are exhausted, drained, and mentally depleted, that time is useless. Managing your energy, not your time, is the secret to a life of momentum and resilience. Most people live their lives governed by a clock, moving from one appointment to the next, checking boxes on a to-do list while their internal battery sits at 5%. They are productive on paper but miserable in reality. To truly master your life, you must stop looking at the calendar and start looking at your capacity. We live in a world that praises the hustle, the late nights, and the constant grind. But what if the most radical thing you could do was downsize? What if the path to happiness wasn't adding more but stripping away the excess until only the essential remains? When you downsize your expectations, your possessions, and your commitments, you create space. That space is where happiness lives. It is where you find the luxury of a quiet morning or the energy to pursue a passion project without feeling like you are dragging 1,000 pounds of dead weight behind you. This is the art of the machine-like grind. Not grinding yourself into dust, but building a system that runs so efficiently that you have energy left over for the things that actually matter. We have been conditioned to believe that more is better, more money, more clothes, more responsibilities, more status, but every more you add requires energy to maintain. Every object you own is a piece of your attention. Every social commitment you don't actually want to attend is a leak in your gas tank. To manage your energy, you must become a gatekeeper. You must be ruthless with what you allow into your space. Think of your energy like a bank account. Every task is an expense. Are you spending your precious energy on things that give you a return? Or are you wasting it on the trivial? The luxury of time only exists when you have the energy to enjoy it. Imagine having a free afternoon, but being so mentally burned out that you spend it scrolling mindlessly on a screen. You had the time, but you didn't have the luxury because you lacked the energy. This is why the downsize movement is so critical. By reducing the physical and mental clutter, you lower your overhead. You make it easier to be happy because you aren't constantly fighting a war against your own environment. Happiness isn't a destination you reach after you've checked off every item on your list. Happiness is the byproduct of a well-managed life. It is the feeling of being in alignment with your work and your rest. When you manage your energy, you respect your biological rhythms. You work when you are sharp, and you rest when you are dull. You stop fighting against yourself. This creates a momentum that is unstoppable because it isn't fueled by fleeting motivation, but by a sustainable system of discipline. Case studies show that those who prioritize energy management over rigid scheduling report higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of stress. They aren't doing less, they are doing what matters with more intensity. Tips for starting this journey include auditing your daily habits. Ask yourself, what drained me today? What filled me up? Start there. Remove one drain and add one fill. Downsizing isn't just about moving to a smaller house. It's about moving to a smaller ego that doesn't need external validation to feel successful. When you stop trying to impress the world, you realize that time is the only thing worth hoarding. This is the blueprint for a life of resilience. You build a foundation that doesn't crumble when things get tough because you have the energy reserves to handle the storms. You are no longer a reactive dreamer waiting for the perfect moment. You are a proactive executor who has designed a life where happiness is the baseline, not the exception. The machine-like grind is about precision. It is about knowing exactly how much fuel you have and where to spend it. It is about recognizing that time is luxury and energy is the key to unlocking it. Choose to downsize the chaos. Choose to manage your energy. Choose to be happy by design, not by accident. Thank you for watching. If you're ready to stop trading your energy for emptiness, hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, your time is a luxury. Start treating it that way. Join our community in the comments and let us know, what's one thing you're downsizing this week to win back your energy? Stay resilient, keep the momentum, and we'll see you in the next one.